door. Yeah, you tell that Java who's boss. Just gonna check out all the doors and see which one works. Nope. Nope. Well, 2 more doors to try, so shouldn't take too long. That's it. Out we go! Ah, we're at Sparky's. What a rush. Square metal bin on a single leg that is molded to the floor. It's got a coke and rubbish. Cool. Actually, where's the rubbish? A crumpled up leaflet that someone has obviously read and then thrown away. Trying to straighten out the leaflet, you see that it is an advertising Sparky's bar. Alright. Well, at least I know where to go next. Anybody else, every time you hear the doors opening and closing, you're thinking of a Robocop getting ready to shoot your ass? They're alive, they're going with me. I knew this would come in handy at some point. Nice graphical glitches. I actually should take that home. Huh. Eden is not home. Eden's pocket organizer lies on the bed. It has a combat keyboard above which is a small plasma screen. And a small LED blinks on and off on the top. Company concept graphics. There's a telephone number. Address concept towers. Type H for or N for next, P for previous entry. News Corps. Or productions. What is productions? Brickman Associates. Waiting new address. Network action. Gyrotech. Canard. Ah. Here it is. SARTAIN's address is in the northeast of the city. I think I know whereabouts. Anything else? Apparently not. Well, thanks to our girlfriend. I don't know where to go. Kate. I do hope that she doesn't get into trouble. Will be quite a twist actually if she doesn't die, but she is the leader. Twist. this. Anything else to drop? Maybe not. What I do need is to use this. Open. That in. Use this. So we can check what's in the cartridge. What kind of SARTAIN info we get. And yet again, we're playing XCOM. Meeting with Mr. SARTAIN and his executives is on the 14th at 9:30 a.m. Discussion of new product lines and promotional ideas for launch. Okay, how about the code? Security staff have advised me that security entry code into the SARTAIN building is changed every 5 days. Right, so code for this week up to including the 14th is 7833. Gotcha. Otherwise, the password for security computer is the phone. Let's see the news net while we're at it. Read ahead. A massive police operation has been launched following the assassination of General Sterling on live television. Flaunting security at Channel 6 Studios, the gunman who matches the description of the man who murdered singer David Crane several hours earlier made his way into Channel 6 using a delivery entrance. He shot a 58-year-old night security guard in the face and entered the building where he made his way into the studio where the interview with General Sterling was taking place. From an overhead lighting gantry, the man used a lifting winch to drop a packing crate containing lighting equipment onto the set. General Sterling was killed instantly as television viewers watched. As with yesterday's attack on David Crane, the killer disappeared without a trace, and the police are now examining television footage to see if there is any evidence of some kind of teleportation device being used, if any such device exists. The famous interviewer, Marion O'Neill, who has won many awards for journalistic achievement, was narrowly missed by the falling package and is said to be in a state of severe shock. Police believe the man is targeting public figures, and extra forces have been mobilized to protect important political and social leaders. There will be more news as it is received. Opinion by Jeff Hurst, crime correspondent. There is a major crime wave. Events of the last few months have been escalated within the last 48 hours. Many people have been worried over the crimes and crime. They have masturbated the cards since the rest of days. Over 78 people have lost their round. Now I've read this. This is the same thing as before. We must ask ourselves. Yeah, we must ask ourselves. Is it time we took the law into our own hands? Vigilantism! Anything else here? Weather, financial, and... Pick it up and drop it. Don't need it. Alright. Now it's time to go to the SARTAIN building, and then we can actually enter the place because we now know the code. I wonder what Eden will feel like if she sees us over here. A large sign that bears the SARTAIN Industries logo in a raised design. The sign leans back on a solid base. Next to the door is a large door keypad with the SARTAIN Industries logo printed at the top. There we go. That was easy. It was easy because I knew the code. Nice carpet. A security computer that controls entry into the building. The computer says, please enter handprint. You press your palm on the space indicated on the side of the screen, but the computer refuses your access. Anybody can lend me a hand? Would be nice. A clump of plants in a deep square plant pot. The plants all have large dark green leaves. The soil feels dry to the touch. Somebody water the poor plant. Wonder what's on this side. Those are lift doors. I don't want to go on the lift. I want to explore. A door. Another door. A door that has the words SARTAIN Industries personnel only written on it. There is a slot for a key card next to the door. A closed door that must lead to some kind of storeroom or stairway. The door has a sign on it that tells you it is for SARTAIN Industries employees only. It said that there's a slot on next to the door, but apparently it's not something that we should worry about. Things that we cannot use the doors at all. So to the left we go. The lift doors stand firmly shut and there seems to be no way to open them from outside. Well, that's gonna be a problem. How the heck do we get inside here? In the whole place? Is there anything outside that I missed? Apparently we can't go anywhere else. No, not to the side of the building or anything. Hey, Madeline. Swings from a rope outside the window. Muffled screams can be heard. I always wonder what he is up to. It ain't my business. I'll read the news later. And the rope swings back. Now empty. Now thinking about the lend me a hand a bit, I remember Strive's follow-up of Shackles or Chains. I want you to hang around. Well, I'm out of ideas. Unless there's something in Eden's place that will give us a hand. I don't know how to get a handprint from anything. I mean, we don't have any gloves or... Again, I'm open for ideas. It's an old computer. That doesn't help me much because I can't do anything with it. But the problem is not just the prints, mercenary. How do I get a copy of them? the usual deal like a glove or something where you can imprint the fingerprints onto. I don't have that kind of an item. So it would be a moot point even to think about a handprint. We have to think of something else. Use brute force. How about that? The burned out remains of the reception computer. It fizzles and sparks occasionally, and small wisps of smoke rise up from inside. Like that. Screw the tea, the game is afoot again. So apparently all I just needed to do was destroy the computer. Are the other doors open as well, or is it just the lift? It's just the lift. Well, at least we can go to the elevator. Not sure how that works, but hey, it worked. Brute force. If all fails, just brute force. On the left wall is a large panel containing the lift controls. Music. There was text that it comes to a stop or whatever. Well, hello boys. No need to greet me so aggravatingly. You shouldn't use the gun just yet. My face! It's just a bloody mess now. You destroyed my sunglasses. Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole. Hold the crystal firmly and raise your arms. Can't take it. Happening. Sadly, this is the part where you fall down. Yep. This is the part where you fall down. Flimsy metal waste bin placed close to the lift doors. The beam reflects the blue light from the neon lamp close by. Nothing in it. Okay. You see the remains of the guard who was hit by his own plasma bolt. Blood runs down the smoke, blackening the walls, and an occasional spark of plasma runs across the rubble from the wall. On the floor you see the gruesome sight of one of the security guards' arms. Blood seeps from the end of the arm in a steady flow. A hand and part of an arm that belonged to one of the victims of the explosion. The hand tightly grips a gun. A new-looking leather briefcase that SARTAIN must have discarded in his haste to get away from you. There is blood on the handle, so perhaps SARTAIN has been injured in some way. A metal folder that contains a thin sheaf of computer-printed papers. The front of the folder has SARTAIN Industries punched into it. Update information on Project 7, top secret, authorized personnel only. This document is presented by Dr. P. Golding, Head of Security, and is for information of Mr. SARTAIN and Chief Security personnel only. This document must be destroyed as soon as the contents have been examined. Following the death of two public figures under the watch of our security operation, we have decided with Mr. SARTAIN's approval to concentrate our efforts on the strongest remaining members. All possible security measures will be taken in order to protect these people. There are now 5 members of Project 7 community: Mr. SARTAIN, Father O'Rourke, Juliet Chappell, Diane Underwood, and Dr. Beckett. Beckett has not been located, although all remaining committee members report that they feel he is close. His power is stronger than all the other members, and although he's mentally unstable and volatile, he is important to our success. Miss Underwood, this is what I was looking for. Underwood's address. It looks like she is pretty well protected. Miss Underwood has taken the remote boathouse in the Upper East area in the Docklands. Her exact location is Unit 1473, Dockland Upper East. We have installed an advanced and improved SI-770 security system at the address. This incorporates laser detection which destroys intruders. The entrance to the building is now impossible even to SARTAIN Industries security staff, including myself. The device has been programmed to be activated upon completion of our objective. Miss Underwood is not contactable in any way at present as the phone lines have been disconnected as security measure. Father O'Rourke is similarly protected, having been located in the disused building discussed in my previous security update. It is a thought that the priest will reach transition stage before any of the others. His power grows stronger with every hour. I examined the priest last night and I have found signs of mutation within his basic cell structure. This is a good sign that he's approaching successful transformation. Further to our reading yesterday, I have initiated the termination of Juliet Chapel. As I predicted in my psychological report on her, this woman is mentally weak. She does not have the necessary amount of dedication to this organization or to Project 7. Therefore, she is to be terminated as that her power will become useful to the surviving group members. His chapel's address. Perhaps I ought to check to make sure that she isn't still alive. A plasma device has been installed to explode when she next returns to her residence at 361 Kensington Place. It is impossible to survive the blast as the device and SI-203 is poison activated. In conclusion, I can say that despite the loss of 2 of our members and shortly a 3rd, we are close to achieving our goal. Crane was a fool who knew nothing of his potential and could see only short-term gain. General Sterling, however, was a strong and important part of our team, but you must all continue to think positively over the next 24 hours. With you all securely protected, I wish you a short and comfortable wait until you all finally emerge as one within the DreamWeb. Dr. P. Golding, RDT, SARTAIN Industries Limited. Huh. Fascinating. So apparently, they need to mutate into some kind of beings so they can converge to each other. So apparently, the whole DreamWeb is to keep the Cthulhians at check. That's what I'm getting out of this. Back for a bit, I'm gonna have to catch up on the best assassinations on replay. Dr. Beckett is currently busy with conducting quantum leaps through time. Probably is. I'm sure those wishes are completely legitimate. Too bad we cannot go check if SARTAIN actually is dead. A stray bolt of energy from the fight that must have hit the wall here. Metal edging around the carpet is twisted from the heat and the wall has a large hole in it that still smolders. Well. I mean, we can't be certain that SARTAIN is dead because we weren't, your task lies ahead of you, not behind. But I wasn't able to get anywhere. Oh, there! Right, I missed the door. Thanks, Eldridge. Aha. He's gone up. Yeah, locker. This appears to be some kind of storage locker or fuse box. There is a heavy padlock holding it closed, and the locker itself is made of heavy material. You will have to break into the locker to see inside. I was trying to do that, but you didn't allow me to use an item here. Where's the padlock then? Do I need to look at the padlock itself? I mean, you're not showing me a padlock, so. No, I can't do anything with the gun. Genesis Alpha 1 is out. I have no idea what you're talking about. Besides, what would I do with 2 guns? Ryan is competent enough with 1 gun. No need to go all Aikido here. We're not filming a John Woo film. That game being published by Team 17. Oh, that one, right. The space shuttle, not the space station building thing. I'm not letting you leave. Reach into your coat and take a hold of the gun. You ain't going nowhere. See? While I'm around here, you'll only be second best. See? So that's 3 down, 4 to go. We know what the blaze is up to. There. 3D, 4 to G. Ryan would believe that the remaining 4 have begun to fight amongst themselves. What has happened? We sense that one of their number, a woman named Chapel, is weakening. If you reach her before the others, she may help you. We fear that they are planning her assassination. What if she is killed before I find her? Then she has been lost to us. Seek out that woman called Underwood. Where is she? She works for the government, but now she's under the protection of SARTAIN's men. We do not know where. I know what I must do.